So we've just finished Skeggs Mossvale. We're on Wombeyan Caves Road here, and I've just pulled up Kells Creek Road where I've parked the vehicle. We're trying to find the Natai Creek bird hide. It came up on satellite mapping when I was trying to find things to do up here, but we can't find an entry point. There's barbed wire fences all along here, but it says it's a tourist attraction. Someone has reviewed it. We did see one little opening down here. We're thinking it may lead around someone's property to the bird hide. As you can see, it's right next to the creek here, Natai Creek, and that's where this apparently looks out to. It's like a bird spotting shed or something. So we're going to get on the other side of this little bridge. What a gorgeous day. And see if we can come across it, because there are no signs. I don't know if it's private. I just thought I'd throw this in more so for curiosity purposes than an adventure. Be careful, Bill. Hang on, let this car go, because the bridge is not going to take all of us. All right, run. Run before you get... See, there's something on that in between the gate there. There's a car, come on, quick. See, right there. It says, shut the gate, mate. So I'm thinking we head up that way there. They weren't all that happy. There's like a little track down through here. Here, I'll give you this camera. Take a picture of the gate and that where we're walking through. When we did that camping trip that time, what did that guy stop for?
I don't know, because he's turning right.
Shut the gate, mate. Is he coming back? No. I think we do this. It's open. It doesn't say private property. I noticed when we did those camping trips with Mav and we're going through private property, all the signs on there read, shut the gate, mate. This is the only way that I can think of, and it is like a little bit of foot traffic through here. See how the grass has been flattened out? So you have walked here, and coming down Wombeyan Caves Road, you've got all this barbed wire, so there's no way to enter this property to get to the bird hide. I'm just thinking we walk around the fence here. And there's Natai Creek, and that's what it's called, Natai Creek Bird Hide. Someone's rated it 4 or 5 stars. I think the locals have put it together here. But why it's not signposted, I got no idea. That bird hide looked like it's way up there, so we're going to have a fair walk around, but you do see where the fences go. Where's the telegraph poles? Oh, I did see telegraph poles. Okay, so these telegraph poles lead you to it. I noticed that on satellite mapping. See where they go? So the bird hide's over there. So it looks like we're going to walk all the way around. What do you reckon, Bill? We're going the right way or not? There's no other way. I can't see the shed either. But the grass has been flattened here. Could you drive in there with a car?
Four-wheel drive.
Maybe that's the way to get to the bird hide with a car. I hope it's not too muddy for your beautiful shoes. I'm starting to think it just comes to a dead end.
Yeah, where's the shed?
I don't know. We'll keep on walking through. Hopefully it goes through bush. So we've come to the end here. You can see how far we've walked along the fence line, and we go down into what looks like, I hope this is not a creek. Am I going to get wet here? Okay, sweet. It looks to be some sort of track through here. Oh look, a wombat hole? You're the expert on these things. What do you reckon, fox or wombat?
Yeah, wombat.
Wombat?
Yeah.
Get a picture of that, young lady.
Definite wombat.
Definite wombat.
Oh, this one is here.
They're everywhere here. Okay, so we've got some footprints. So someone's walked through here, straight through there. So I reckon this leads all the way under? In through one side, exit the other?
Possibly, yeah.
I think that's what he's done.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what he's done. All right, we've got two ways, this way or this way. Well, the good sign is that we're following the creek, because that's what it's called. The Natai Creek Bird Hide. It did say though on the review it's a short walk. Well, this to me is not a short walk. Kangas? They gone or still there? They all just skipped away. Can't see one. Hang on. Oh, yeah, up there. Yeah, they're looking at us, yeah. Reckon you can zoom? There you go, they're jumping. Some big boys there. Alright, we're just going to keep on going, I think. We've come this far now. They're hopping away, yeah. They must be real. Look at them all, yeah, I know.
That's not a lot of ruse. Look, there's got to be 70, 80 of them up there.
Yeah.
Look, they're all following each other. Huh?
So that doesn't look like we can go any further here.
Not
Is this the creek?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to head back up that way and along the fence. And hopefully we come to the hide. I don't even know if we're going the right way. I did read that the guy said it wasn't a long walk. So we have no idea if we're going the right way. Once you come along the top fence line there, you do have to go towards where the roos were up in the top paddock and then cut back and then rejoin the fence line. And then there is a clear path, a well-worn path, if you notice straight through there, where it looks like people have walked. This doesn't look like an animal track to me. Would you say this is an animal track or human track? Who does? Don't worry about him, he's on a different property. Got nothing to do with us, he's on the other side of the creek. What's he going to do, take pot shot at us? Pot shot at us? Yeah. We're heading the right direction, put it that way. Because I'm sure I could see it from the road over there. Maybe he's looking for it as well. How funny would that be? He's looking for the bird hide as well. Okay, so the fence line goes up there We're going to shoot through here and see what we can find. How strange. Is that a tree or a shed up in the distance? There it is. Straight through there. And here comes that car. I bet you he's looking for it as well. There's the green shed. And if you look at the path, it heads straight for it. Man, I've done well. There is no way known that you would even know this place existed. And apparently that shed right there's got a whole bunch of colourful pictures in it. What's the bet? There's probably another track up there that leads straight to the road that's a lot easier than what we did. The long way. No, but it looks like people have come this way. You taking pictures, young lady? Oh, okay. Starts to get muddy here and wet. It might not be the right way. We're so close yet so far. Is there another way around there?
Oh.
Hang on, let's see if we can find a drive. Okay, so this is the problem you face. The track heads right up through there, but it's nice and wet. If you cut through and stand on top of the reeds here, you can cut up through here where it's a little bit drier. I've got thongs on, so it wasn't affecting me too much, but with Belle. So you could probably get through on there, but it was a little bit waterlogged down there. I'm just glad that we're not walking for nothing. It does say tourist attraction. I don't know if this is just for the locals or anyone can pop in here. Have a look to see if there's another path out. This was the person's property. Are you getting those beautiful horses? Can we get up right on it and pat them, you reckon? Yeah. Are they miniatures? He's a bit scared. Hello? It looks like it's locked. Yeah, I know. Maybe it's off limits because it looks like it's locked up. Yeah, so they're building more trees for cover. So when you spot the birds inside here, let me see from the front. Can we get in, Belle, from the back there? There's a door around the back there. Is it open? So you can follow the fence line and it may lead out over there somewhere. But our car is in the complete opposite direction. Oh yeah, there's the birds. Look, you can see the birdies there on the... Is there signs in there? Okay, it says birds on the branches over there. Tell me what they are. I should have brought the binoculars. Can you see them? Whole bunch of birdies there. Water crane. Tell me what they are, Belle. They could be a what? Eurasian cute.
Eurasian cute.
Look at this. Here we go. Hang on. BirdLife Southern Highlands. Welcome to the Natai Creek Bird Hide, which has been funded largely by BirdLife Southern Highlands with assistance from the New South Wales State Government and BirdLife Australia. The Wingecarribee Shire Council has supported the project, which will allow the community to enjoy our local bird life. Please close the door as you leave to help maintain the hide. We shall do that.
This is where you hide.
This is where you hide. Let's close it. You can get up to a bit of mischief in here.
I-
A bit of shenanigans.
You know what?
Right. Is that what you were thinking? You were so promiscuous.
I'm thinking that. You
Bush birds.
we could do some bird life.
Birds commonly seen along Natai Creek. Okay, let's see how many of these we got around the northern beaches. Crested pigeons, I've got hundreds of them in the backyard. The sacred kingfisher, the yellow-tailed black cockatoo, we took some pictures of those 2 weeks ago up there when we did the Emerald Pool. The galah, Major Mitchell, plenty of those around the beaches. The little corella, plenty of those around the beaches. Sulphur crested cockatoo, plenty of those. They're a menace. Crimson rosella, plenty of those. The grey fantail, don't know, I've seen too many of those. The Australian king parrot, seen plenty of those up in the mountains. Yep, the superb fairy wren, plenty of those. The golden whistler and the rufous whistler. I've seen the golden whistler, I'm not quite sure about the rufous. Oh, we've got more over here. Okay, so these are the ones that there's plenty around. So we've got the yellow rump thornbill, pied currawong, Australian maggie, the little raven, the Australian raven, the grey butcherbird. I've got a video of the butcherbird up there at Daly's Point when Jules owned her home. The willy wagtail. Do you know how much problems these little fellas have caused me, Bella? When we go camping over there on the bridle track, he starts whistling above my tent at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So the little willy wagtail, yellow-faced honey eater, fantastic little birds. The magpie lark, that's also known as the peewee. The dusky wood swallow, there was hundreds of those down in the 70s and 80s on Warringah Golf Course. I'm not quite sure if they're still there today. They might have been, what was that? Oh, that was you. They might have been flown the coop from there because I hardly see any sparrows there on the northern beaches anymore. The grey shrike thrush, the red-brow finch, they're everywhere. You can buy them from the markets. And then you've got the black swan, the musk duck, the Australian wood duck, the Pacific black duck, the hard duck, the Australasian grebe.
It's the hard head. You missed that one.
The hard head. Oh, I've got to put my glasses on. The hoary-headed grebe.
Yeah, the Pacific
The
one.
purple swamp hen, there's plenty of those down at Warringah Golf Course. The little pied cormorant, the little black cormorant, the Australasian darter, the eastern great egret, the white egret,
Egret.
egret, the white-necked heron, the white-faced heron. So these are all the birds here, yeah?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's
The
plenty.
dusky moorhen, got plenty of those at Warringah Golf Club. Eurasian coot, the Australian reed warbler, laughing
The
kookaburra.
best one in the
Love the pardlet. There was plenty of those down there at Miller's Reserve in the 80s. I'm not quite sure they're around much. They make this little whistle like that. The straighted partlet, is that what it is? Striated partlet? What does that say?
straighted partlet. Yeah.
It's not straighted, it's striated.
Striated.
Striated partlet. And the welcome swallow. Sometimes you get the swallow confused with the swifts. Swallows and swifts. And unfortunately, do these go down?
No.
No, okay. I thought there was handles on the outside where they go down. Okay, so there's a whole bunch over there. Let me see if I can zoom in through the bars.
I think they're little pied cormorants. Because they've got white bellies. See here?
Okay.
Little pied cormorant.
Hey, that's a bit naughty.
There, look, little pied cormorant.
This, yeah,
See how they're white
yeah,
bellies?
yeah,
They've
that's
got
them.
white bellies.
Yeah, that's one. And there's a black one down below. That could be the little black one. So I would say those two there are sitting on the branches over there. Let me just head back out and zoom. I'd say there's a black one on the very bottom. Can you see the black one on the very bottom? Yeah. Hang on, I'll come back in. You know I will. I'll try to zoom in as far as I can. Let's do a zoomie. I don't know how clear that is, or if it's blurry, but that's what they are. The cormorants are black, and those white ones. What a beautiful area. There's the wood ducks swimming. What a peaceful little area. How else would you find out about this? No one would have any videos of this. What's wrong?
Unless you.
And just me, yeah.
Yeah.
One guy's done a review and it says a tourist attraction, but why isn't it not listed anywhere else? Alright, we'll get a couple of pictures from here and then we'll head off. That's it. We have explored the two locations today, Skeggs Mossvale and the Natai Creek bird hide. We are now off to browse Mittagong, grab some lunch, then browse Bowral, and then stop in to Mossvale where Belle resides. As you can see, I've locked it up. So from Wombian Caves Road here at Mittagong, if you're a bird lover, definitely take in the Natai Creek bird hide. From the Icon and myself, until we see you again on the next adventure or explore, adios. Just a little follow-up video to see if there is a easier way into the bird hive. It could be here. We're on the old Hume Highway across from number 2411 house. It's called Springfield. Look for the report illegal dumping sign, and I would think if you were to head down here with your car, there is a gate just down here where you can follow the fence line that takes you to the bird hide a lot quicker than where we parked the car. So just think about that. You can either park where we did, follow the fence line around that way, or just on the old Hume Highway here, pull off just across from this house and cruise on down here. And on that note, till we see you again, adios.